So the big thing for me is to make sure that everybody's awareness is up, because this is stuff that's going under the radar with what debt collectors are able to do with the type of courts that we have now with certain judges. And so this is another report straight from the ACLU, and it talks about a pound of flesh, the criminalization of private debt. So now, this was part of the article, some of the highlights, and I wanted to let you become aware of this. So it says here how the court system is used to send debtors to jail. When Americans fail to repay a financial obligation, creditors usually hire debt collectors to go after the debtors or sell the debt to companies that specialize in collection. More than 6,000 debt collection firms operate in the United States, collecting billions of dollars each year. These collectors flood small claims and other courts with lawsuits seeking repayment. Millions of collection lawsuits are filed each year in states and local courts that have effectively become collection courts. The majority of cases on many court dockets are debt collection suits. And in many states, debt purchasers file more suits than any other type of plaintiff. Debt collection lawyers can file hundreds of suits a day, often with little evidence that the alleged debt is actually owed. Once a lawsuit is filed, the process is stacked against defendants, the overwhelming majority of whom are not represented by an attorney. And collectors have a big advantage in small claims courts, which provide very little due process protection to debtors. Many courts churn through collection lawsuits with astonishing speed and little scrutiny. Over 95% of debt collection suits in favor of collectors, usually because alleged debtors do not mount a defense. In many cases, defendants did know they had been sued, and of course, collectors have little incentive to give proper notice to defendants. So this is straight from the ACLU, and I'm going to be reading more highlights from articles that they have posted because I want to raise your level of awareness. So now, dealing with debt collectors, what is the solution? Now, as I read in the last paragraph, it stated that debt collectors rarely have enough actual evidence to prove their case, but debtors don't know their rights. They don't know how to formulate a response. They don't know really anything about this. This is something that they didn't anticipate. This is not something that they go to school for. And then most of the time, when they go to attorneys to get help, it's either going to cost them too much money that they don't have, or they're going to push them towards bankruptcy, which a lot of people don't want to have to file bankruptcy. The solution to this is to utilize your rights to fight back against debt collector lawsuits. There are certain things that debt collectors, number one, must provide when they initially bring the lawsuit. Your case could be dismissed based off of them not providing the necessary documentation when they first present the case to the court. The next thing is mounting a defense. Now, there's people who make videos, and there's software applications that are out there that just tell you to deny. That is, when you deny, you are not putting up a defense. You need to construct a complete defense against the debt collector's evidence that they've submitted. And if you do that the right way, you have a great chance of winning your case. As a matter of fact, from what I've seen, if you do this the right way, a lot of debt collectors will just move on to the people who did not present any defense, go ahead and get those default judgments, and more than likely would just dismiss your case. Because why go against someone who's going to fight when you have 95% of the other people who are not going to fight, that don't know what to do. So you could be one of the ones who actually put your, construct a defense and put your rights into action and get something done. So if you are being sued by a debt collector, I want to invite you to go to my website, thecreditrepairshop.com. In the bottom right corner, click that live chat, upload your court summons, your name and your number. We will review it and follow back up with you and let you know how we can help you. You can win your case. You just have to know how to respond to that court summons. And then also, I want to make you aware that if you do not respond to your court summons within a specified period of time, you will get a default judgment. And when you get a default judgment, you open yourself up to wage garnishment. You open yourself up to bank seizure, and you open yourself up to bank account garnishment. So you don't want to have that happen to you. And also asset seizures too. You don't want to have that happen to you. All right. Thank you for your time. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, post your questions and comments. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com. Links are below this video. And again, if you're being sued by a debt collector, we want to offer help to you. Go to my website, thecreditrepairshop.com. In the bottom right corner, hit the live chat, give us your name, your phone number, upload a copy of your summons. Thank you for your time. Stephen A. Williams, President and Founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.